Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl Mary Jane. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like the video. Please share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peoples, my peeps. So today we're going to be talking about Marriage Boot Camp, Reality Stars, Family Edition, Season 8, Episode 5. Let's get into it. So we start with the first exercise. It's called the exercise no escape, basically. So each family is locked in their room with a lock on the door and they can't get out. And basically Mark says, this is the worst exercise by far, the worst, complete, total worst exercise, because he has to be trapped and locked in a room with his family and he does not want to do this at all, period. And so him and his brothers get together. So basically there's a lock on the door, there's an alarm going, they got 60 minutes to escape their room, and there's clues, and it's also a truth meter basically. So Mark is upset, he's mad, he's infuriated, he's just delusional at this point. So he rips the effing lock off. He tears the lock off the door. He escapes with his brother, and he believes that he won because the exercise says the first one to escape their room wins the exercise. But he's forgetting all the instructions. The instruction was who successfully complete each exercise. I mean the clues, and unlock each 3 locks, that you win a prize at the end. So anyways, he was just like, yo, we won. So he was like, hey, we did it, the brothers, we won again. So anyways, there's a scream on the TV where showing each family trying to, escape the room and escaping their bedroom and trying to follow the clues or whatever. And so they're watching the other families or whatever. They're eating, they're joking, they're laughing because they're like, let's watch these people in here try to escape. So they're just there chilling, watching and everything. So anyways, Mark breaks the lock off the doorknob and they're chilling. And so then we get to the true or false question. Basically, you got to answer each question truthfully so you can get the combination to the lock to unlock the door. So it comes up to Paula, and Paula was like, I can't believe one of the questions was who puts vodka in their orange juice every morning. And Paula is like, that's false because I put ruby red. I don't like orange juice. Ha ha ha. And Chad is just sitting there like, I can't believe this. This is just total embarrassing. This is just like, oh man. Then on top of that, he's like, yo, what is the world gonna think? But he should have thought about that before he got on the show. And so he's just sitting there just like a little kid, like he's in shock. He can't believe his mother is admitting to this. Well, in my previous videos, I told you that every morning that she goes to get a drink, so the doctors didn't have to waste their time. They could have just watched my video. So anyways, so that was one of the questions. And then so we get to Deborah and we get to Patty and Kendra, and so they get to the truth or false question or whatever. And so the question is Patty considering writing a tell-all book? And Patty answered truthfully, and she said yes. And Kendra's horrified. This is her worst nightmare because she doesn't want her mother to exploit her or her family anymore. Kendra's already been exploited from being on these different shows. She's put herself out there, and now her mother wants to write another tell-all book. Why can't her mother, Patty, just want to be a grandmother and that's it? But no, she's thinking about considering to write the book. But Kendra put that behind her and she focused on the task at hand. And it's just like, damn, Patty, why you want to write another book? Ain't you done with the media shit? I guess not. So anyways, then we get back to, who Paula. And Paula, now the next question is whether Paula's truthful age, and she said that she was 61 at first, but then when her and Dr. V got into a confrontation, she goes, I'm 65. And she said, Chad is like, come on, Mom, what's your age? I know your age, we both know your age. And so then Paula is like, oh, I know what it is. It's because I lied to Dr. V and I told her I was 65, not 61. And so And so then, Chad goes to the lock and he put in 65 as one of the combinations. And guess what? The lock opens. And so Paula is pissed off. She goes, I hate that stupid bitch. I can't stand her. And so she's upset. She goes, I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care. She's mad. She breaks the lock off the door as well. So her and Mark got something in common. When they get frustrated, they break the locks off. So, Paula breaks the lock off. In the scenes, and they show her walking through the house. I know she went to go get some vodka and some ruby red. So anyways, now she joins the Sarantino brothers to watch the other families. And Paula was like, I hope that Patty and Deborah win, because I do not want Farrah to win. I do not want Farrah to win. So we already know Paula cannot stand Farrah. She thinks that she's a disrespectful, rude biatch, basically. And Farrah is. And Farrah, she's in her room with her father trying to get the combinations as well. And she's so rude. She's so disrespectful to her father. She treats her father like he's the bottom of the earth, like he's dirt, like he's nothing, like he's nobody, like he's a maggot. I mean, she shits all over her father, and he just takes that. Like, I can't even understand. Like, that must be horrifying to have a child that you raise to torment you and be aggressive and aggravating and denigrating to you each and every day of your life. If I was you, Michael, I would go be a sanitary worker. I would, sweep the streets. I would, do anything other than be around Farrah, because I don't even know how you can stand it. And this is why Deborah is not here. Deborah is MIA, because who the hell could deal with Farrah talking to them that way, treating them like they're idiots, they're dumb, whatever it is that the mother or the father does. But the way that Farrah handles the situation is like she has no heart, like she has no soul. Like, it's just her duty and her job to shit on her parents and talk to them so disrespectfully and rude. And who could be in a relationship with Farrah? What man wants to be with Farrah? Look how rude and disrespectful and hateful she is. And it's like, wow, why are you like that? Why, even if you had a bad childhood, which I don't believe you did, how can you just talk? What about your insides? Your insides they must be rotten for the way that you treat your family. So anyways, and Paula goes, I hope Kendra and Patty win, because, Farrah's a rude little bitch, and she is a rude little bitch. And so Farrah and Michael and Kendra and Patty actually complete the task, and they actually, finish the task. But we find out, that Patty and Kendra, they win, they win. And it was good to see Kendra and Patty work together, even though, Kendra was upset with her mom and everything about writing a book and her nightmares becoming true. She was still able to hold it together and complete this task. And so Kendra and Patty go on to like a little boat ride, and Kendra is very quiet. She doesn't say anything to her mom. I kind of believe that she doesn't even want to talk to her because of writing a book thing as well. And how can you really have a conversation with your mom about anything personal, anything that is close to you, when you feel like your mom can take that information and possibly use it to write a book or sell it to the tabloids? So you're always going to be guarded when you're around your mom. And so now she wants to write a book, is even worse. So anyways, it is what it is. So Dr. Ish, he goes and he brings, Paula to a side to ask Paula about, why is she so aggressive, how she gets angry, and does she really have an alcohol problem or whatever? And she goes, no, I don't have an alcohol problem at all. And she goes, you like, people have asked me that question in the past that I dated, but Paula said, do you think I drink too much? And Paula's like, no, I don't. Dr. Ish says to Paula, do you think you drink too much? And Paula was like, no, I don't drink too much. I don't drink to get drunk. I just drink. And so now they got a new name for Paula. They call her Hurricane Paula. Hurricane Paula's in the building. So anyways, so then Dr. Ish and Dr. V, they pull Chad to a side, and they're like, Chad, your mom does have a problem, and she has a problem with communication with you, but she also has a chemical imbalance with the alcohol. And Dr. Ish is like, he works in clinics and treatment facilities, like in rehab, and we really got to talk to your mom about this problem and get on board with this. and confront her, or your relationship is not going to work. And so Chad was like, well, okay. And so it was like, well, you got to talk to her. Dr. V's like, you got to talk to your mom. And Chad is like, I'm not talking to Hurricane Paula. I got to sleep up there with her. Do you see how she acts? Do you see how she behaves? Do you see what she be doing? Nah. Chad is like, nah, I ain't feeling that. If y'all want to do that, y'all do that. And so they also point out, that Chad and his mom have a good relationship when she's not drinking, or they're focused on something else, just as well as Kendra and Patty mom have a good relationship when they are not focusing on their problems and they're on a task together, and they work well together. But as soon as the task is over, Kendra and her mom go separate ways because Kendra can't trust her. It is what it is. But I don't see why Kendra is in fear of her mom writing a book when Kendra's been on TV, been on reality TV forever. So it's just the public knows just about basically everything about her. So it is what it is. So anyways, they get all the families together, and they tell everybody that the exercise is about communication. And then Maximo, he feels like he has to run and tell Farrah that her mom really is not going to a pool tournament or a ping pong tournament. She's actually getting engaged because Maximo can't hold water. And so like the situation, and Mark is like, this is what my brother loves. He loves gossip. He loves to be in somebody's business. He loves this type of stuff. So Maximo tells Farrah, and Farrah was like, oh, F my mother and this and that. That's your mother bounced because she didn't want to be around you. You can't blame her. Come on. You have not shown no type of a sensitive side. You haven't showed any caring side, any loving side, any forgiving side to your mom, period, or your father since you've been here. So why would she stay around for that abuse, that verbal abuse, basically? So anyways, Mike, the situation, and Maximo and Mark, they lost. And then, Mark is like, that's bullshit. We won. So Kendra, she ends up winning due to, Paula breaking off the lock when she got angry and upset, and she was like, fuck Dr. V, I hate that bitch. Like, Paula is in there. And so then Mark, he also says that I outsmarted Dr. V and Dr. Ish. We got out of there first, and I actually got them. I outsmarted them. I did it. You know what I mean? But he's totally not getting the point. And the situation and Maximo are not telling Mark that you're missing the point. You cheated us out of winning this game, whatever. But like Mark said, he was not going to be in that room locked up with his brothers. He was not feeling that at all. So then anyways, they talk. So now we get to role reversal. They talk about role reversal, and so each person has to get up there and talk in front of each other and just play the role reverse, be the other person, whatever. So Farrah and her father get up there, and it's really nothing because Michael doesn't have any balls, and she's just shitting on him, and he doesn't know how to argue. And then Mark goes, if that was my daughter, I would take one of them balls and beat her over the head with it over and over. Look, you want to talk to me like that? I'm gonna get you. And so so it's just too funny. And then also Paula, she says that Chad is disrespectful, like Farrah, and I get into his ass. As soon as he does, I get his ass. So anyways, so then it's Kendra and Patty, and first they're silent, they don't have an argument. So basically then they pick up an argument and they end up playing themselves. And so Patty was like, I found out that you was pregnant through one of your fans, and then I didn't like Hank because he was controlling, because you met this NFL player. He wanted you to be at every home game, this and that, or whatever. Then Kendra was like, so you were happy that I was out here fucking a different dude every week? And then Patty goes, you think any mother wants their daughter to be a whore? And true points. That was like the most realest moments between them two. And then Kendra, she goes into a confessional. She was like, oh, my mom was so happy when I was at the Playboy Mansion. She loved being there. She loved it. She loved all the notoriety. She loved everything with it. And it's just like, oh, so Miss Patty likes the money and to get paid, and she wants to be able to ride off of her daughter's coattails. So anyways, it is what it is. And so then it's Chad and Paula, Chad and Paula, they do a great job with the role reversal. Paula walks off like Chad usually do when it gets confrontational, and they do a really good job. And then it's Mike and Maximo is playing Frank, and Mike is playing himself, whatever. And so, Maximo is yelling and screaming, and then, Mark is in his confessional. Well, you know what, you did a good job, Maximo, but you should have been cussing a lot more. You should have been more aggressive, basically. So then when they're sitting on the couch, Maximo, Mike, and Mark, they go, "Oh, Maximo, you did a great job. You did an excellent job. Good job. Kudos to you," or whatever. So, they actually give him a compliment. It's about time. So, anyways, then we get to, who won the challenge. It was it was Patty, and it was Kendra, and they got to spin the wheel for the three brothers, Mike, Maximo, and Mark, to get a chore, because since they failed, they got to do a chore or whatever. So, anyways, they got to put on tutus, and Mark is like, "I'm not putting on no tutu. Somebody make me put on a tutu. Somebody make me. I bet somebody make me." And then you got Paula in the corner cheerleading, saying, "Nobody ain't gonna do that. Nobody ain't gonna make you put that on." And so they was like, "You know what, Mark, go to your room," whatever. So he gets to his room, but there's a trick. The doors are locked, and the locks are back on the room door. So he's trapped in his room, and he's like, "Fuck this, fuck that," and he's screaming at the camera. It's just too much. Oh my God. So I believe if Paula get the help with her substance abuse problem, and I don't know if she has a substance abuse problem, so I'm not sure about that, allegedly, but she could be drinking a lot more because she's on this show, and she's in the spotlight, she's on camera, and she has to deal with all these different situations. Farrah and her family are never going to change. Farrah's not, there's no way Farrah can change, because she's stuck the way that she is, and she wants to be that way, and she's just here to be on TV. Kendra and her mother possibly can make a good amends with their relationship if Patty does not write a book. Mike, the situation, his brothers, I believe they love each other, and Mark has to work on his being aggressive, and Mike just has to work on speaking up more, and Maximo just got to stop chit-chatting and stand up when his brother says something to him or whatever. So anyways, next week's supposed to be off the chain, because Deborah is coming back, and we see Paula gets up into Mike's face, and it's going to be World War II going on the next episode. The next episode is going to get real. I can't wait. Peace. I'm out. Please like, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated.